Hi guys, this is me, Landon, and today I'm going to show you guys the deck that I'm probably going to play for Nationals, and if it goes well, I'm probably going to play it for Worlds. So let's jump right into it. So I'm playing a Wobbufet Groudon deck, and I decided to choose this deck after Lysander's trump card is rotated because I like my matchups. It usually beats Yveltal. It usually beats like Aromatisse decks. It has a 50-50 matchup against Bronzong and Mega Aggron deck. Bronzong Mega Aggron decks. And it just has a decent matchup overall with the new meta after Lysander's trump card gets rotated. I will mention that probably your worst matchup is Night March, because they're hitting you with 90x Pokemon / Mew EXs, and they can just stream them, and it takes you a really long time to power up Groudon, so that's probably your worst matchup. But yeah, I predict that other decks can usually beat Night March, and those decks I can beat, so I feel like I have a good matchup overall. Also, your Virizion Genesect matchup, it's not too bad actually, because as long as you keep the Wobbufet up and you keep 2 Primal Groudons fully powered, or as long as you make sure that you're ready when you play a switch to go into a Primal Groudon, you're pretty safe, because they can't Red Signal with Wobbufet, and they'll just have to manually knock out Wobbufets. So what you can do is you can also also attach weakness policy, which makes it so Groudon EX has no weakness, or also Mega Groudon, and then 2 Focus Sash, because Yveltal can also one-shot you, but also for Virizion Genesect, if you would be knocked out in 1 hit, you discard Focus Sash, and your remaining HP is 10, so it pretty much just lets you survive a hit. So it's a pretty basic Primal Groudon list. I do run 4 Mega Turbo, and this is because I feel like sometimes I have to discard 1, and you cannot afford to only have 2 in your deck. So I feel like 4 is a very good number. 2 Professor's Letter, because all you want to do in the game is just to attach energy. That's pretty much all you need to do, is to attach energy, get your Primal Groudon set up, make sure Wobbufet's in the active. So I run 2 Professor's Letters because you're running 3 Karina. So you should be able to get Professor's Letter in your opening hand, or at least an energy in general. And I run 3 Switch actually, and this is because when I was playtesting with it a little, with only 2 Switch, Murphy, I'm trying to record here. But when I was playtesting with only 2 Switch, I ended up not having Switch. I ended up not using Switch enough, or I ended up maybe like 1 Switch prize, and I'd already used 1, and I couldn't use Switch, so I like Switch better. But I also ran Scramble Switch, and Scramble Switch, I now run Computer Search, but I was running 3 Switch effects, and it's just that Scramble Switch, I just thought it was a wasted card, so I now run 3 Switch, and my ace spec now is Computer Search, because what was happening a lot with Scramble Switch is I just had my Scramble Switch in my hand, and I couldn't play it or anything, so I just had to like discard it. But with Computer Search, you can play it, and it's good. So then I run 3 Ultra Ball, which is standard to search out your Pokemon and to get Wobbufet. 4 VS Seeker. Every deck needs 4 VS Seeker now that Lysander's trump card rotated. You can't change my mind about that. VS Seeker is the best card in the game. You need 4 in every single deck. Unless it's, yeah, you need 4 VS Seeker in every single deck. Then I run 3 Karina to get cards with Switch and stuff, or just because you want it in your hand. Because you want it in your hand to start off, you can Karina. Usually what you do is you Karina for a Groudon and a Professor's Letter, and then next turn you VS Seeker for Karina, play another Karina, grab Groudon, and like another item card, I don't know. But it's just a pretty good card to start off with, so I like it. 2 Lysander. I've thought of 3 actually, but I think 2 is enough. And yeah. Then my draw supporters are 4 N and 4 Juniper. I feel like that's enough because I'm running in 3 Scorched Earth for Mega Turbo. Because what Scorched Earth does, if you don't know, is you can discard either a fire or a fighting energy from your hand, and you can draw 2 cards. And it helps you also with Mega Turbo, so you can get energy from your discard pile back. Then I also run 2 Silent Lab. This is mainly because I don't have a safeguard counter because I'm not running Psychic Energy, but you would never run Psychic Energy in this deck. But mainly I run Silent Lab just as a safeguard counter, and if I can't get Wobbufet up and they're just playing like a Shaman deck, like a Shaman Trevenant deck, which I don't think is going to be good, but if I just play Silent Lab, like let's say I couldn't get the Wobbufet in the active because I missed the switch, I could just play Silent Lab and it would still save me 1 more turn. So, and then I run 1 Groudon Spirit Link also. This may be kind of weird, but sometimes